What's up, guys? This is Matt for Capsule to Cone, and I've got a video today where I'm going to show you a little underwater vocal effect that I created for a song. This is a song that I just recently tracked with the band Pistol Whip. It's called Doing Great. It's a rock song, and we've got kind of this last chorus that happens after a guitar solo, and the guitar solo has this, it's not really a riser, I'm going to call it a riser, but it's not a riser. I made it with a guitar pedal. It's a Deluxe Memory Man, and I got it to feedback onto itself by cranking the feedback up and the delay time and turning both of the knobs at the same time to just create this kind of swelling, swirly kind of effect, and everything sort of sounds like this in the track.
Don't understand.
So here's that guitar effect. And it cuts off at just the right time, but then with the vocals coming in, with the delay that's on the vocals in the other verse and the chorus, it just doesn't sound right to me. So here's what that last chorus sounds like right now.
Don't understand why I'm feeling this way. And can't.
Which that delay and that plate reverb, that feels pretty good to me in the chorus once the band is in, but in that spot where everything kind of dies, it doesn't really feel right. So we talked about creating an underwater vocal effect, and so that is what I did. So to just show you what we've got here, I'm going to go ahead and copy this first section of the vocal up. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and filter out some of the low end with Pro Q.
Don't understand why I'm feeling this way.
There's really not a whole lot there. And then I'm using a second EQ to create kind of a telephone effect. Probably could have done it all with Pro Q, but whatever. This is the one that I used also. So I'm filtering out up to 300 on the low side, and on the high side, I'm using going down to 2.7K. So, and then I'm doing a boost of about 6 dB at, where is that at, 1.5K, and that's kind of creating a radio or telephone vocal effect that sounds like this.
You don't understand why I'm feeling this way.
Then the next thing that I did is I wanted it to chorus a little bit, to kind of feel underwater and swirly, and so I made this with the Air chorus. You could use any chorus if you're not using Pro Tools, just a standard kind of a chorus, which you'll hear.
Don't understand why I'm feeling this way.
Which just kind of makes it sound more, you know, filtered and kind of weird sounding. And then I wanted it to sound a little bit wider so that it would feel like that this vocal, this underwater vocal effect goes from like here and then comes here to center when the lead vocal kicks back in with the harmonies. And so for that, I'm using Soundtoys Microshift, which sounds like this.
Don't understand why I'm feeling this way.
And I'm just using a preset just called Double to just make it sound wider. So the next thing that you got to do is you can't just have it like abruptly end. It needs to like sneak out while the lead vocal sneaks back in. And so to do that, I want it to be mostly gone by the time the harmonies kick in, which is right here at bar 59. So I'm going to put a little fade there, and I'm going to draw past that and put a little fade here so that it's sort of like a crossfade on the whole effect. And together it sounds like this. Well, let me show you before. The fade sounds like this.
You don't understand why I'm feeling this way.
So by the time those harmonies come in, there's really not much of that vocal left at all.
Understand why I'm feeling this way.
Right? And then the lead vocal and the harmonies all together sounds like this.
You don't understand why I'm feeling this way.
And you can feel how it kind of comes back to being in the center. So let's go ahead and listen to that in context of the song.
Don't understand why I'm feeling this way. And can't.
There you go. That's my underwater vocal effect. So hopefully this kind of sparks some creativity in you and gets you thinking about some ways where as you're coming into that last chorus out of a guitar solo, there's something that you can do to kind of make it feel special, feel a little bit different. I don't know, tell me what you think. Maybe this totally sucks. I like it. To me, it feels really good, and it accomplishes what the band and I talked about as we were going through and tracking the song. So that's my underwater vocal effect. Like and subscribe, hit the bell, do all the stuff you're supposed to do when you're on YouTube, please. And if you want to leave a comment below and let us know what kind of content you want to see from Capsule to Cone in the future, that would be great. I'm Matt for Capsule to Cone. I'll talk to you next time.